Peace to everybody. This story is about Sandra Bland's own video of 2015 Texas traffic stop surfaces. And as you can see here is a picture of Sandra Bland, who was 28 years old at the time. She allegedly hung herself in jail. Cell phone video recorded by Sandra Bland, a black woman found dead in a Texas jail in 2015 following a confidential traffic stop, shows for the first time her perspective as a white state trooper draws his stun gun and points it at close range while ordering her out of the car. Yeah, so Sandra Bland was recording with her cell phone. The trooper had ordered her out of the car, and of course, he pointed the stun gun at her for no reason at all. The 39-second clip, revealed by the Investigative Network, a nonprofit news organization in Texas, aired Monday night on Dallas television station WFAA. Yeah, so it was shown on the network in Dallas, but on WFAA, it was a 39-second clip. That's all it was. Bland was found hanging in her jail cell outside Houston 3 days after her arrest. Her death and dashcam video showing Trooper Brian N. Senya trying to pull the 28-year-old Chicago area woman out of her vehicle became flashpoints in the debate over the treatment of black people by police. So, yeah, um, Sandra Bland was found hanging in her jail cell, and it happened 3 days after her arrest. And at that time, she was 28 years old. She was from the Chicago area. And now you got the debates of the treatment of black people and by police. And we know the police are not going to favor them at all, because to the police is just another dead person. They don't care at all. The clip begins at the most dramatic moment of the July 2015 traffic stop near Prairie View A&M University. Encina has opened Bland's car door and draws his stun gun as she tries to steady her phone's camera. The flashlights on the stun gun flick on, and Encina yells, "Get out of the car! I will light you up! Get out!" Yeah, so he's ordering her out of the car, or he was going to light her up by having the stun gun pointed at her. And the trooper took it and opened up Bland's car door, and of course he draws the stun gun at her. Bland exits the car and continues to record Encina as he orders her onto the sidewalk. The stun gun is still pointed at her, and the flashlights remain on. He instructs her to get off the phone, to which Bland replies, I'm not on the phone. I have a right to record. This is my property." Yeah, so he's telling her to get off the phone. She replies to him, tell him no, because that's her property and that she's not on the phone. The video ends seconds later after Encina tells her to put the phone down, and of course the phone may have went dead, because the battery life, it only lasts for so long. Maybe, I don't know, it's supposed to last 8 hours or something like that, but I guess the battery died. The emergence of the cell phone video raised questions about who had seen it until now. Cannon Lambert, an attorney for the Bland family, who settled lawsuits against the state and county jail that totaled nearly $2 million combined, said he never saw the clip until it was recently shared by a reporter. All right, so first of all, where did the reporter get the 39-second clip from? It had to come from someplace. So where was it hiding all this time? And of course, the attorney for the Bland family, he has never seen it either. And he's kind of wondering, where did the video come from all of a sudden, that it surfaced finally. And now the cell phone video is raising a lot of questions about who has seen it, who has not seen it. Why hasn't the Bland family seen it? Why hasn't the attorney for the Bland family seen it either? So and now I really think the reporters should answer to where did it come from all of a sudden since he shared the video. Lambert said he didn't see the video and evidence turned over by investigators, which he said that he wanted to believe was just a human error. Democratic State Rep Garnett Coleman, who in 2017 carried the Sandra Bland Act that the family criticized for being weakened before signed into law, said Monday night he would look into why Bland's family never saw the footage. Yeah, so now you got this Democratic representative, Garnett Coleman, which I don't trust the Democrats one bit because they're all a bunch of liars anyway. And I guess Garnett is saying that that it was a weekend thing going on, but before it was signed into law, and now Monday night he would look, which was last night, he would have looked into why Bland's family never saw the footage at all. It is troubling that a crucial piece of evidence was withheld from Sandra Bland's family and legal team in their pursuit of justice, Coleman said in a statement. Yeah, so the whole time the evidence was withheld, and you're not supposed to withhold evidence because once you're supposed to turn everything in, it doesn't matter what it is. That includes cell phone video footage, anything you could think of. Catherine Singer, a spokeswoman for the Texas Department of Public Safety, said the cell phone video was known to all parties at the time and said that 2 years following the litigation, it was unclear what arrangements, if any, were made by the plaintiffs to view the video. So how, I mean, well, now you got to get permission just to view a video? Really? And this spokeswoman for the Texas Department of Public Safety, uh, she's coming out saying it was well known to all parties. Well, it wasn't well known to the Bland family because they never saw it, and neither did the lawyer for the Bland family. So why is she even lying about it? The department disputed the premise that the video was not provided, saying it was included as part of a large hard drive of evidence from the investigation. It also said Sandra Bland's cell phone video had previously been publicly released in 2017 when it was given to an Austin television station under open records law. So now it went to the Austin television station under open records law. Yeah, okay. I kind of find that a little hard to believe, but then again, you never know. Um, the Now, of course, it was in the cell phone video was included as part of the large hard drive of evidence, but no, it wasn't because it was withheld. And where did the reporter get it from? We'll never know because things are being edited out here and there, and they're not telling the whole story of what really happened that night. And Senya, who was fired after being indicted for perjury over the traffic stop, said he came to fear for his safety after stopping Bland for failing to signal a lane change. Now that's a lie. Now this trooper is saying that he was in fear for his life. Please, get real. Since when did a cell phone become a weapon all of a sudden? All she was doing was recording what happened. And then, of course, this trooper lied in the court and he perjured himself over the traffic stop. And okay, and he came to fear for his safety. Yeah, I don't think so, because that was a lie. The video makes it abundantly clear there was nothing she was doing in that car that put him at risk at all, Lambert said. Yeah, so there was nothing unusual. Sandra Bland wasn't doing anything wrong. She just being forced out of a car for no reason at all, and all she was doing was holding a cell phone. The perjury charge was later dropped in exchange for Encinia agreeing to never work in law enforcement again. So now the perjury charge has been dropped against him. Or I wouldn't even drop the charges against him. And but then of course he's saying, oh, he's never gonna work in the law enforcement again. Yeah, we never know about that one. He's probably somewhere else by now at a police station working for. That Bland was holding up a cell phone is clear in the original dash cam footage. Chip Lewis and Senior's attorney said the cell phone footage doesn't illuminate anything beyond what the dash cam video already showed. Yeah, so now of course you got the dash cam. That's definitely a plus right there. It shows everything. It recorded everything what the trooper did to Sandra Bland in that footage. He said furtive gestures made by Bland from inside her car presented a risk and was the impetus for a senior trying to remove her. Now he's made that day he made furtive gestures, or or allegedly accusing Bland of having those words to him, and that's not true either, because that was a lie. And the pictures of a senior trying to remove her. Yeah, you forcing the door open, then you try to pull her out the car. No, nah. From a law enforcement standpoint, it had nothing to do with her being agitated, as you may have seen on her recording, Lewis said. Yeah, so there was nothing going on, nothing to do with being agitated. All the trooper did was force the car open, try to pull her out the car. He told her to get out the car or he was going to light her up. And of course, she had no choice but to get out the car. And of course, 2015, she was found hung in a jail cell. And that with the guards, they didn't do nothing about it to stop her from doing so. Because they kind of figured, well, this is just another person hanging themselves in jail. Well, you know what? That's why they got sued for over $2 million, and now they have no choice to figure out where this cell phone footage came from and why did the reporter, or how did the reporter get to it all of a sudden, and why Sandra Bland's family never saw the footage in the first place like they should have, because somebody was withholding evidence from Sandra Bland's family. Leave your comments below. I am out.